Let us continue our today's class. How, when and where. How, when and where. In the last class, we studied about why surveys are important and what is the importance of administration records, isn't it? Yes, let us continue our today's social science class. In the last class, we studied about some of the administration produces records and even about the surveys and why the practice of surveying important and all, isn't it? Or why surveys become important. About that we studied in the last class. Today we are going to know about some more information about surveys as well as what official records do not tell. Yes, by the early 19th century, there were detailed surveys were being carried out to map the entire country. It may be in the villages or in some of the revenue surveys were conducted during that time. And even there were different kinds of surveys would be conducted during that time. It may be related to know the topography, or it may be about the flora and fauna of the region, or it may be to know about the soil quality and about the local histories as well as cropping pattern, etc. And hence, the practice of surveying also became common as well as it became important during that time. And even surveys helps to know all the facts of the region. It helps to know all the facts of the region. Means it tells us about the information or details about the particular region. For example, if you are living in Chitradurga, means if we conduct surveys, means in that survey it contain details about your region, means about Chitradurga. For example, how many people were living there and who was living and what was the significance of that area, is water facilities available for the people, and some more information which contained in that survey. Like that, surveys helps to know all the facts of the region. And these prepared details records of the number of people in all the provinces of India. Surveys also helps to get the detailed information about the provinces as well as it tells or gives us records of the number of people who were lived in that area or places. Means during the British administration they conducted surveys that helps to know about the number of people in all the provinces of India. In India, there were so many provinces are there, and who are the people living in that provinces and all. Through the survey and through the detailed records, they get to know about that. Means surveys are serving as a detailed records. The Britishers or the officials, British officials or administrators, to know about the caste as well as religions and occupation. Means a person belongs to which caste, or it may be like Brahmanas, Kshatriyas or Shudras or Vaishyas. There was the caste system which was existed during that time on the society, as well as it helps them to know about the religion. A particular person belongs to which religion, means either he may belongs to Hindu religion, or he may belongs to Islam, or he may belongs to Christian. So the surveys helps them to know about the religions as well as castes of persons or people. And it also helps them to know about the information of the occupation, means for which occupation a person is doing, or which occupation is a person is undergone during that time. It may be agriculture or farming, or it may be trading or business, or whatever it may be, or some more occupations. So it tells them to know about not only the number of people who lived in that provinces or on that region, it also helps them to know all the facts of that region, as well as it noting them the information on caste or religion, as well as occupation of the people who lived in that society or who lived in their provinces. The surveys were conducted during that time not only to know about the topography or the soil quality and the flora and fauna, as well as the local histories, and even not only to know about the cropping pattern, but even there were many other surveys were also conducted during that time, and it gives them detailed informations as well. There were many other surveys which were conducted during that time were botanical surveys, zoological surveys, archaeological surveys, anthropological surveys, forest surveys, etc. There were many other surveys were conducted during that time. There were botanical surveys, zoological surveys, archaeological surveys, anthropological surveys, and forest surveys, and many more. Botanical surveys. These botanical surveys tells about the study of the plants, means which types of plants are suitable for a particular soil, or which plants helps to get more profit, and which plants is suitable or for that particular weather and all. That helps them to know about through this survey. And zoological surveys are relating to animals, means in that region which animals are domesticated by people, or what are the users and all. So these tells and give informations through the zoological surveys. And archaeological surveys. Archaeological surveys are nothing but relating to the excavation or analysis of the past materials or the materials remains. And through the archaeological surveys, it helps them to know about the past building or the materials remains which relating to the past. It may be coins, it may be some of the seals, or some of the materials which belong to a particular dynasty or some more. That materials remains or the past excavations includes in this survey. And anthropological surveys. Anthropological surveys relating to the scientific or social study of humanity, means it tells them to know about the human nature or condition. What was the condition of human beings in a particular area or region, and what was the nature of them and all. And as forest surveys are relating to forest, and in how many acres or lands were covered with forest, and in that forest what are the types of trees are there, and the details which relating to the trees and plants and the forest or how many animals are there in that, or which are the animals are living in that forest and all, and for how many kilometers or for places that particular forest was extended, and what was the square kilometer of that forest, etc. These details or informations contained in the forest survey. So these are the or they were the many other surveys which were conducted during that time. Let us move to the some more information. What official records do not tell? In the last class we knew about the administration produces records, isn't it? Administration produces records. As we studied in the last class that there were so many records which or some of the convention produced an administrative culture of memos or noting and reports and all. And even during that time, letters and memos that moved from a branch of the administration, and even they were not only written but they were also carefully preserved in the archives as well as in the museums, and even some of the specialized institutions which had records rooms and all, isn't it? Yes. And but today we also get to know about the what official records do not tell. Through the official records we can get to know a lot about the particular official details or about the administration and all, but we must remember that these are official records, means official records are which relating to the officially or which relating to the administration or offices or the institutions and all, that gives us informations or details about the official work. But even they tell us what the officials thought, what they were interested in, and what they wish to preserve for posterity. Through the official records, we get to know about the official's thought. What was the thought of the official? It may be the Governor General, or it may be the special organizer or officer, it may be the secretary or Tahsildar, or it may be some of the important head or important person or in the village or in the cities or in the trading companies, etc. That tells about the official's thought. And even it also tells us about what they were interested in, means they may interested in trading, or they may interested in doing some of the developmental works in that area, or they may interested in some other occupations, or they may interested in to bring development or progress in that area, etc. So official records tells us about the interested or the interested works of the officials. And even official records gives details about what the officials were wished to preserve for posterity. Posterity means a specific person or the future generation. It tells us about what the officials were wished to preserve for posterity. What are the works they have to carry for the future generation, or what are the significance of that specific person has left for the future generation. These were the information we can get to know about the officials through the official records. But official records do not always help us to understand what other people in the country felt and what lay behind their actions. Official records only help us to know about the officials' interest and their thoughts, as well as what they wish to do for the future generation and what were the legacies they left behind them. But they not help us to understand what other people in the country felt. Means official records are only gives informations about the officials but not about the other people in the country, or it do not give us information or details about the common man or common people, or it do not tells us about the other types of people who were lived in the country and how they felt or what lay behind their actions. Means how they felt, how the common man can felt, and what was his situation, or what were they lay behind their actions, what were their works or occupation, and what are the stories that tells. These informations are not associated, or these information were not contained or holding in the official records, and for that we need to look elsewhere. So to know about the people or other people in the country and how they felt and what their actions and their action tells what, to know about this information we have to or we need to look elsewhere. Means except official records we should go for other records to know about these informations. If we begin to search for other sources, we can find them in plenty. Though they are more difficult to get than official records, but we have diaries of people, accounts of pilgrims, and even about the travelers, and autobiographies of important personalities, and popular booklets, etc. that were sold in local bazaars, means in the local markets, and even they were printed and they were spread elsewhere, and even the newspapers were published and even issues were debated in public, etc. These were the other sources we can find in the society. Means diaries of people tells us about the life of the common man or life of the people and how they felt and how their living style and what about their life and all. So these informations we can get through the diaries of people and even accounts of pilgrims and travelers. These accounts of pilgrims tells us about the pilgrims as well as the travelers. Autobiography of Mahatma Gandhi ji is My Experiments with Truth, or autobiography by Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam is Wings of Fire, or even the autobiography by Nelson Mandela is Long Walk to Freedom, and the story of My Life by Helen Keller, etc. These were some of the examples for autobiography. But there is a difference between biography and autobiography, is that biography means it is a text written about someone else's life. Means a biography is a text which is written about someone else's life, but autobiography is a text which is written about one's own life. That is contain, or that is a text which contain details about, or that is written about one's own life. For example, My Experiments with Truth is an autobiography of Mahatma Gandhi ji. In that he written about himself, and even Wings of Fire is an autobiography by Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. In that he written about himself like that. These were called autobiographies. And some of the popular booklets means some of the booklets, it contains some more other details but not regarding to the officials. These were some of the other sources, means diaries of people and accounts of pilgrims and travelers and autobiographies of important personalities, as well as some of the popular booklets. These were the other sources which helps us to know about the different types of people who were lived over the world or in the society. All these sources, however, produced by those who were literate, means the sources like diaries or accounts of travelers or pilgrims and even the autobiographies or the popular booklets, these were produced by or written by the literate. Literate means one who knows how to read and write. They were called literate. So these sources are produced by those who were literate, and from these we will not be able to understand how history was experienced and lived by the tribals and the peasants, the workers in the mines or the poor on the streets. All these sources, means all the official records as well as some of the other sources, tells us about some of the informations. For example, diaries of people tells us about the people, and even the accounts of travelers and pilgrims tells us about pilgrims and travelers, and even the autobiographies of a person tells us about him, and even some of the booklets which contain some of particular details tells us about that particular information only. But these were not be able to understand how history was experienced, and it do not tells us about the life of the tribals and the peasant which they were undergone. Means these sources are not able to understand how history was there and how history was experienced during the past time, and even these were the sources not helps us to know about the life of the tribals, means tribal community, and even the peasants, means the farmers and all, and how they lived in the past. And even these were the sources are not able to help us to know about the workers in the mines or the poor on the streets, and how the workers were working in the mines and what was their lifestyle and what was their conditions, and even how the poor were lived on the streets and what was their conditions. These were the information we cannot get into the official records and some other sources. So these were the information we cannot get through the sources, or we cannot find, or we cannot get to know about the history or the past experience which were the people undergone. We cannot find the details of their life through the official records as well as through some of the other sources. So getting to know their lives is a more difficult task. Yes, dear children, I hope you understood the first chapter of your history part, how, when and where. Thank you. We will see you in our next social science class.